What's up, everybody? I'm Gerald Reddick, your favorite thousandaire, because I'm not a millionaire yet. I'm excited to share with you all once again. Today, I'm going to be talking about how I use the stock market as one of the many tools to build my wealth. This is what it's all about on your favorite thousandaire. I'm sharing my journey with you guys. So today I thought, you know what? Let me show you in real time one of my investment accounts, since it is small, because when it grows significantly, I will not be showing this to you all. And let's just go ahead and get right into it. So to my man Greg, this is my answer to you, my friend, on how I use the stocks. And I'm gonna do my absolute best not to get too deep and use big technical financial terms and all that. I'm just gonna give it to you simple. And the way the stock market works for me is I buy shares of a company at a low cost, and then I'm able to sell them shares when the cost of them shares rise, right? So I'm gonna take you into my portfolio right now and explain a few things on what's going on with this particular account. This is an account through a company called Webull. I also have an account with another company, Edward Jones, that I have a Roth IRA with. Now, the difference in the Webull and the Edward Jones accounts are this. Edward Jones is my Roth IRA. It is set up as a long-term investment. If I were to take money out of it right now, there'd be all kind of penalties or whatever. And the idea there is just to let the money work for more money over time. And I do go in quarterly, at least sit down with my investor, and we talk about other opportunities, or if I need to adjust my portfolio or something like that. But basically, I'm investing in companies, bonds, and things of that nature, just to let money build money over a longer period of time. But with Webull, the idea here is for me to be able to see an opportunity, get right in, let the money grow a little bit, and then I could sell it immediately and then pull the money out. I look at this as quick money, but I could also ride this very long term too. So I'll talk a little bit more specific on how I'm using Webull. Why did I get into this in the first place? Well, it's one of many day trading type of accounts. You guys maybe have heard of E-Trade, Fidelity, Robinhood, and several others. I chose Webull. I was contacted by one of my fellow DJs, Dylan, and he put me on to this account. And I signed up through his link, which means he got 2 free stocks. But when I made my first $100 deposit, I also got 2 free stocks. So I thought that was pretty awesome, and that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. So if you are going to sign up for Webull, I'm going to post a link in the description below. Make sure you guys use that, and we all win, right? So here's my account in a nutshell, and up here in the upper left, you see the account value changing in real time. So what that means is within the stock market, the shares are increasing or decreasing in value for a lot of different reasons, right? Maybe people are shorting the market, meaning they're pulling money out, they've reached their goal, or they have a panic attack because it's going down, they pull the money out. Perhaps there's some good news happening that's affecting companies in several ways. So the market, and then of course we are in a pandemic, so the market in general is going to be very volatile right now, meaning it's just going to be up, it's going to be down, up, down, whatever. It really is a lot going on right now, but there is opportunity right now, and I think this is a great chance for you to use the stock market effectively. Right now you can see the amounts here is changing in real time. So where did I start with this account? So if you look in this section, here's my net assets, right? Meaning how much shares of stocks do I own, and right below here are actual stocks that I own within this company. So I just purchased 2 stocks of Apple because I had about $200 and something sitting in cash doing absolutely nothing. I bought these shares at I think $118 per share, but as you can see, their last price was about $117 per share. So I lost a couple of dollars there. You can see that, right? But no panic with a company like Apple, because they're gonna go down a little bit, whatever. But overall, if you guys follow Apple's history, you can see they're growing. Even at the dips, it's like they grow more than they dip, like that. And then the next two, the RF and the GNW right here. So when I made my deposit of $2,500, I got these 2 free stocks. So I could cash that out and walk away, about $15 worth of free stocks here, so to speak. And then there's Neo and Workhorse. Now these are the two companies that Dylan called me and told me about. Did a little homework and decided, you know what, I'll go in on them. Now at the time, I did buy the Neo stocks for about $13, and look what they're currently worth, $19. Right, so I bought 60 shares at about $13, and look how much money I made with these stocks so far. And then Workhorse, I bought 75 at about $16 a share at the time, and look how much money I made with this share so far. And so that's why these numbers are changing, because my shares, they're increasing, decreasing. Numbers are changing in real time, like you just saw that one, right? So if you watch this for a little bit, it says 19.69, and just that fast it's 19.72. So it's going up, going down, which is affecting my overall portfolio. So check this out. In this section here, I'm going to walk you through all of my valleys, right? All of my little heartbreak and heartache right here. So here's how it works. I started off with $2,500, right? And then I kind of sat on it for a little bit, and it was about this time where Dylan had called me and said, hey man, what about Neo and Workhorse, and I did my little homework and decided to buy some shares. Now when I did that, I noticed that I was able to, very quickly earn about $79 or whatever. So I was like, yay, I'm winning. I earned $80, right? And then it just started to fall. Like, I don't know what was going on, but it started to fall, then it went back up again. So here's the fall. I lost money, right? I started with 2,500, and here I have 2,400-ish, right? And then it came back up a little bit. I'm like, yay, I'm back on top. And then it's just like, boom, started plummeting. This is called market volatility, because things are happening in the news. There are political things affecting these companies. There are pandemic things that are affecting these companies or whatever. But a company like Workhorse, they are in the running for a contract to service the United States Postal Service. Look at all the vehicles that has the potential to be replaced. Electronic vehicles. Things started to move again. Boom, I'm back up here. Now I'm on top again, but what happens? Boom, more volatility. Maybe people are pulling money out, maybe bad news, who knows, or whatever, right? But I'm just showing you guys by the dates and the times. I'm just taking you on a little walk of how my stock in here grew. Boom, boom, boom. And there it is, as you can see, changing in real time. So compared to my $2,500 where I started back here, today, how much money did I make if I did the math? And this is me just giving you guys an idea on how the stock market works. So are there pains involved? Yes. Nobody likes to see their stocks fall by for hundreds of dollars, and let alone the thousands of dollars, right? You got people that's like, oh, I just lost $2 million. I just gained $3 million, right? So when you build up and you know what you're doing, that's what it comes down to. So that's why I wanted to show you guys this. And here are a couple of more graphic representations of my profits and losses. And then here you could see, like, they got this line. This line here is called kind of a average. They're just basically showing me when they average where I started compared to where the market is. Like, this is my average earnings right here by percentage. So that's all that means right there. Just more information in the stock market. So down here, my total market value right here. So as you can see, it's changing, right? So I have a little bit of money in cash. I got about $21. I'll find something to spend that on, or just wait till some more money come in that I've transferred from one of my other accounts to invest more. Because I want to buy some more Apple stock, and especially at this price. When I bought these stocks, they were actually $130 in my Edward Jones account. So I called my investor and I bought these stocks at $130, and then they all dropped like boom, 118. I was like, I lost like a few dollars here, but no panic, no worry, I'll just let that ride and it'll rebound, it'll rebuild, right? But let's say here in this Webull account, I could buy here at 117 and say Apple raised to 125, I could be like, you know what, sell it all. I've just generated some money. And it only makes sense if I have a lot more stocks, not I bought 2 stocks and I made $10, sell it. No, that doesn't make sense to me. It's not worth it. But let's say if I had 1,000 stocks and they increased by $10 times 1,000, then I made quite a bit of money there if you do the math. So let me take you also to what I've created. This is a watch list that I set up. So these are companies between both Webull and Edward Jones. I am invested in some of these companies, and then there are others I'm basically just keeping an eye on. That's why it's called a watch list. So if I want to know what's happening with my cruise stock, which I'm not invested through here on Webull, but it's a quick way for me to know what's going on in Edward Jones, because I'm watching like, okay, I bought at 29 and they're happening at 68 bucks. So, and so maybe I see it here and be like, they rose, so I know my Edward Jones portfolio is gonna just rise. But if they lose, then my Edward Jones portfolio may fall. But these are other companies I'm just interested in. Like this is Broadcom. So let me tell you about Broadcom. That's inside of my Edward Jones account here at the moment, and they are kind of a semiconductor company. So I jumped into them probably a couple of years ago or so because of the idea of 5G coming. And I bought them at like $200 at the time, but look what those stocks are worth right now. So how much is my profit per share? $170. So that's why my other account's so big, because you know, when you buy at $200, you're like, man, that's a lot of money, but I just made 170 bucks. And if it's going up and down by, you know, 20, 30 bucks, you know, whatever, I'm still in a profit, you know. So that's how stocks like that works. Here are other tech companies, Qualcomm, Zenelix, you know, just like that. And here's Verizon. I got some of them actually in another account. And that's all it is. It's just looking for opportunities. Now I want to talk about Zoom just a little bit and just kind of dial in for you guys how I use the stocks to grow. So let's go up here and ZM. There we go, Zoom video. As we speak and in real time, these stocks are averaging about $400. But if we go back for some time and let's do, instead of 1 minute, let's do month. Because what I'm trying to get at here is 2019, back in May, right? So a company like Zoom, probably not many people were onto them, you know, but they did have stock and they were a publicly traded company. But we're gonna go ahead and climb through the dates. Let's do it like this instead, right? I really want you guys to see what I'm talking about. Zoom stock, boom. All right, so let's follow Zoom. Let's do their max, okay? Here's a little bit better representation of Zoom. So you can see all this time from 2019, April, you know, things were averaging, right? You see that? You follow me right here? Things are averaging. Look at the price, you know, right here on the line as I'm following it. Things are averaging. And what happens here around February of 2020? Things with the pandemic started to pick up, and then if we get to around March of 2020, look at the difference. So what's going on here in March? Well, companies are generally saying, hey, we're going to start this whole work from home. By that time, schools were still normal, you know, kids in school, and then they just shut school down, and then it turned into, what are we going to do? I don't know, cancel school for the rest of the year, whatever. But anyway, look at how things are starting to pick up with Zoom. And why are they actually picking up? Look at here by July 2020. So March 114, July 2020, right here. Here we go here to today, September, $402. So what happened between March and September of 2020 with this company is this. In March, more businesses were going to work from home and they started to use Zoom. You can do conferences, you can have virtual meetings. What else started happening with Zoom? For me, virtual DJ parties. I was DJing family reunions, birthday parties, whatever, in Zoom, right? So it's a private party. I figured it out. And then what else happened in Zoom? Colleges, more businesses, schools. So if we move on up to July, I mean, it's full blown, you know, people are just zooming out. We're not meeting in public as much, and Zoom just took off. So what happens in September? School starts. You got colleges, doctor appointments, maybe. Just a lot of virtual face-to-face meetings are happening through this platform. So a lot of accounts being bought, people are investing in it, and that's what happened from here, because otherwise they were just on cruise control and just, you know, averaging out. In fact, I guess they went public maybe around here, but again, they're averaging, right? $86, $90, $70, you know, back to 80 something, 90 something, and full-blown pandemic season, it's just taking off, right? So that's how the stock market works. You buy low, sell high. Some companies you can ride them out for a long time if it's inside of a Roth IRA or something like that, and then you can cash out when you are at what's considered retirement age. And one more thing I would like to show you guys. is I do have some money on the way to Webull. So again, the Webull account for me is set up so I can jump in and jump out as I need to, generate some cash, pull it out, go buy something I want, and let other money make money, right? See that right there, if you can, on the bottom? I got about 5 G's coming into this account. So I think it will be available for me tomorrow perhaps, but that's why I'm putting money in it, because I do want to buy some more Apple stock, especially while it's around this price. And as things rise here, again, I could put money in a stock, take it out, move to something else, whatever. You know, I'm making money, but very quickly through day trading. So there it is. All right, everybody, that's it. That's my answer to my man Greg up in Minnesota. And I hope all of you got something out of this. If you did, if it was helpful, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and of course, turn on the notifications so you don't miss any wonderful videos as they come out. I'm Gerald Reddick, your favorite thousandaire, because I'm not a millionaire yet. Let's go on a journey. Let's get rich together.